Hey everyone, it's Ruby Panda here, and we have a completely new ToA boss. I figured since a lot of people probably don't know what it actually does and how its mechanics works, I figured I would be doing a demonstration run here, basically going through every mechanic when it becomes relevant and showing you how to deal with them. So yeah, I'll be using the absolute lowest investment team I can think of, which is just go full Phantom. They have been so kind to give us the full bleed cheerleading squad, so we just need to find a local whale and take their Dreya. Thank you very much. Now obviously, if you're trying to replicate this and copy this, feel free to put a hammer in the last slot here. You won't need a healer, at least not in these early forms. But you can also just apply it with something like Nox, because the Pepper does not have extra scrum brand. So yeah, Nox, Enfer, hammer, whatever you feel like you need, just put that in there. Yeah, I'll be showing how to do this without any healer. So yeah, we use Last Stand, because it's just the most damage. And this form, it only has one move we really need to be careful of. It will do it twice, and it's a move that deals a large amount of damage to a single sinner, but we can forcefully spread that damage out by having nearby sinners share some of the damage. It's this move right here. And the first one, we can actually just cancel it by using Che at 238. When we do so, we cancel the move, and we don't have to deal with the first instance of it. This is essentially what it really allows for healerless runs, is that you find a way to deal with that move. It's going to do it again. And so basically, the way that move works is that it targets, in this case, Levi, and it deals a ton of damage to him. However, he also marks a 3x3 area around him, and any sinner that is in that area, you see right there, will share the damage. So in this case, the damage was shared between Che, Levi, and Pepper. And that's Form 1, basically. Now we just wait for Form 2, there we go. And here in this case, we're just basically waiting for him to shoot like 2 poison tiles out. And then we're going to be breaking with Sumida. So, 1 poison tile there. And then 2. I actually did it right on top of Sumida, so that was not nice. And just 1 extra life, because why not? Because I suck at counting. But yeah, make sure none of your sinners obviously stand in that stuff. We will have to use it later on to combat a different mechanic, which he should be doing now. Basically what he does here is that he targets the sinner you have with the highest attack, in this case that's my Dreya. Gives her that 3x3 area that deals damage to herself and to allies around it. But if there's a poison tile in the area as well, it will cancel, it will stop the effect. So that's why we kind of want him to put down a few of the poison tiles before we break him. So yeah, this is basically Form 2. I think he does it twice, yeah. And I just move her up here to clear the 2 remaining poison tiles. And that's the entirety, literally, of Form 2. The last form here is the Horn form. We'll go into it now. This one deals fundable damage. Now notice where my Levi is standing. My Levi is inside of the boss's hitbox. And the reason for this is that, well, first of all, he needs to attack, Levi does. But when the lightning bolt strikes Levi, it will also deal core damage to the boss. So in this case you can see 1 core damage dealt, 2 core damage dealt. And this is just the boss hitting himself. So yeah, we use Sumida, because why not? I used Dreya's to scrum because we're going to be using that later, but it's a bit of an extra thing. But yeah. This form doesn't have a ton. It has that mechanic with the lightning bolt. The second time you break it, which is going to be this time for me, the horn is going to drop actually. And this is what enables the long... there you see the horn right here. You just put a sinner to stand on it. And this is what enables the long break that we're so familiar with in ToA. There you go. And this is the long break. And yeah, at this point, I mean, everything has basically been done. The reason why I copied the Suzu Crime Brand with Dreya before is because right now Levi can't apply his bleed. So as soon as the bleed thing is hitting 3 down there, I can just do it now actually. I refreshed Levi's bleed. Of course, we just use Dreya. Nothing fancy, we use Pepper. I should probably have waited with using Dreya until I had Levi and Che stacked, but Okay. Apply the bleed a final time, just in case. Use a simulator, because why not? And this should be like the minimum amount of damage one should expect, I think. So yeah, 4.3. You can do better for sure, but just to give you an idea of how the mechanics works, how the boss works, and how much damage you could deal at the very least by just having a simple Phantom team going. So yeah, I hope this helps someone out there. If there are any questions, or if you guys want me to do another Phantom team later on when we get to some of the higher floors, let me know. I'll probably figure something out there. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope everyone a happy ToA. See ya.